We are back.
Where did we?
Yo! Every single day, I love coming on this time to talk about football. Of course, it's that time, 6 p.m. CST. You guys, we're back talking about transfers. And of course, as we've been talking about transfers in all of our lives, it's also kind of sliding the Club World Cup because the Club World Cup is kind of still happening. And a lot of
Yeah.
interesting turnout of events have been happening. It's very interesting to talk about the Club World Cup. But let's dive into transfers. Nico to Barcelona. He wants to go. Deco wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
What is the hold up with this Barcelona deal? Can Barcelona actually afford to sign Nico Williams, given the salary, given the price that Nico would go for?
I think it's like you said, it's all about availability, right? The money. Is
Mhm.
the money available?
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Because
Can you afford it?
would they be willing to do instrumental payments? Atletico, would they be willing to accept instrumental
Atletico
payments?
Bilbao said no. No instrumental payments, right? Full
What's going to
money up
happen?
front. So they are trying to shift finances, move money around basically. So that's the hold up,
Yeah. Hansi
right?
Flick has also reviewed his plans for Nico if Nico comes.
Okay.
Lamine
That's
Yamal
good.
on the right wing, Nico
Oh,
on the left wing,
oh.
Rafinha in the middle,
Yeah.
that almost possibly as a false nine,
As a
but
false nine.
as a false nine, Lewandowski starting when the season starts, Lewandowski will be the starting nine, but as the season progresses, Lewandowski will start getting less and less game time as
Was
they
this what
progress.
he said?
Yeah, this is stuff I heard. This is stuff I saw, you know, that as Flick said, given that Nico comes to Barcelona, that this is what I saw that this is his plan.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's not crazy.
That's
What is
anyway.
crazy
It's a
about
good
it?
plan. No, it's a good plan in the sense that you know that you're coming in. Your manager has a plan, right?
Yes.
So
At least
that's
every
the thing.
every player wants to go to a project where there's a plan for you. Because you
Exactly.
cannot sign a player like
Yeah.
Nico Williams and he's not starting. But will he
Yeah.
start over Rafinha will be a lot of people's concerns. Right? Do you want to
You're
start
welcome. Yeah.
Nico over Rafinha? I think Rafinha deserves to get a lot of game
And
time.
Rafinha will play as it is, so there's no.
So it's not a
How do
big
you
deal.
say it now?
The only
There's
concern I
no.
have is this whole Rashford coming to Barcelona. Is it really going to happen? And if they
I,
sign
I
Nico,
thought
would
they
they do
started
Rashford?
heating up today.
So if they sign Nico, would they sign Rashford as
So
well
that's the thing I don't get. Do they need two left wingers, or are they signing Rashford as a striker?
as a centre forward, like a
Yeah, I
false
don't know.
nine?
Yeah, I
Possibly
don't
could
know.
be
There's
it possibly could be right.
because Sky Sports carried it today. Like there's still the possibility Rashford is dreaming. But my brother, don't dream. Once Nico goes, that's all. They can't afford it.
I don't think
Both
they can afford
both of them
unless Man U will be open to that swap deal. You know there was a swap deal that
between one.
came Rashford for Araujo. Remember
Okay.
I mentioned it on the live.
What position does Arao play?
Araujo is a centre back. So Araujo for Rashford. I don't
Yeah,
think it's a bad deal.
it's not a
If that
bad
can
deal. They
if that
probably
can
need the
happen.
center back, so it's a win-win for everybody.
What do you guys think, Chevy? What do you think about this whole Rashford deal? Do you think it's going to happen or you don't think so? Or this is just media propaganda? Because
It's
at this
media
point,
propaganda, I think so.
I think it's a little bit of both at this point. A little bit of
Yeah,
just media propaganda and them just trying to make it happen.
yeah.
And yeah, but
If
what
if if it's a swap deal, Rashford for Araujo, I don't think they really want Araujo. Araujo is the guy that's been there for long, right? That I remember he came in the Champions League semi-finals, like maybe 70 something minutes.
yeah, it was
He
the
won
yeah.
the cap. No, he's not this. He's average. He's okay. Oh my days.
Why?
Oh,
Why you say that?
Rashford
What?
is a fool.
Why?
Ah,
Oh, because of is it because of Lamin's comment on Rashford?
what was the comment on Rashford?
Lamine Yamal gave an approval of Rashford coming to Barcelona, saying that he thinks Rashford is a good player. Rashford can play on the left wing, and Rashford can also play as a centre forward. He thinks he's a good addition to their team. So I don't know if it's because of that he's saying he's topping Lamine off. What do you mean? Why are you so pissed about Marcus Rashford? What's this whole beef about?
I don't. It's a bit weird.
It's really
Because if
weird.
Nico comes,
Mm-hmm.
does he even have a starting? He doesn't have his. He's not going to start. Hello, Doctors. He's not going to start at all.
Nico,
right?
right?
So
Who,
not
Rashford?
Nico, Rashford. So what's the use? I don't get it. You are still back to the same old problem. No
He said
game
the same old
time.
problem.
No, or maybe he can be coming on for Nico.
What if he starts? What if
He
he
can't start
starts?
over Nico. Never. Never in this lifetime. Never.
But he can start over
Never.
Olmo, right?
Elmo was not even playing, was barely getting a spot. Elmo is barely getting a spot on the team. So who is he starting over? Except they want to get Rashford in case when Lewandowski leaves. Maybe this is Lewandowski's last season. He's
Mm-hmm.
off to Saudi. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
Rashford there in the squad that can replace him. Do you get? So that
I
makes more
guess.
sense than this dilly dallying and saying Rashford is this, Rashford is that.
I know, right? Ah, man, bro, it's crazy. Rashford says you love to play for for Baka and Lamine.
It's
He's
just
10 years older than that boy,
it's
dreaming
a
about playing
dream.
with him.
It's a dream. Grandfather. You say
Dreaming about
Rashford
playing
says
with
you
him.
love to okay.
Rashford is going to be 28 in like October. This year he's going to be 28 for sure. Rashford dreaming about playing with Lamine Yamal. It's so obvious that Lamine is better than Rashford, but Rashford is quite disappointing.
Mm,
It's almost that like that potential. People talking about
yeah,
Rashford has so much potential. He's still
potential.
young. He's still young. He's
We've
not
been
young
waiting. We've
again.
been waiting for the potential
He's
to
not young
drop,
again. He's not young anymore. He's still
brother.
young. He's still young. He's not young anymore. So it's really going to be funny. But Bayern are also interested in Nico Williams.
Yep, they are.
So Bayern being interested in Nico Williams, how does this affect the deal?
That's what
Because Bayern have the money, right?
that's what I fail to understand.
They have the
If
money to sign him.
if you are going, okay. Anyways, Bayern now they have what's the guy on the left hand side? Kingsley Coman.
Yeah,
Kingsley Coman is good. Why are you going for Nico Williams? And Nico Williams already rejected them.
before.
He rejected a deal, right? He
Mm.
rejected a deal because
Was it because of the salary or was it because he
obviously
just
Bayern
doesn't
can
want to
pay
go
the
to Bayern?
salary. Salary is not an issue for buying. They're talking of
Mm.
big people, people that are important people. If it's Chelsea now, these smaller teams, smaller clubs,
I just look at when I look
right?
at all the teams that are coming for Nico Williams, I just feel like his heart is in Barcelona.
He wants to go to Barcelona because his friend is there.
Yeah, he would
His
love to
friend
play
is there.
alongside Lamine.
Yeah,
They
his
play
friend is
together.
there.
They play together for Spain.
Yeah, his friend is
So
there. So that would be dream. You and your guy, your homeboy, right?
yeah, playing
Play
together.
together. So
Yeah,
that makes more sense than yeah, than going to Bayern. Bayern is bunch of new people. He's leaving
mhm,
home. Hello, excuse
yeah,
me. He's leaving home. It's kind of different, right? So
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Let's see how that deal shapes up. But obviously, Jared Concert. I don't know if we mentioned this yesterday. Jared Concert to Bayer Leverkusen. That's a here we go.
Mm.
Liverpool have a buyback clause for Jared
Of how
Concert.
much?
I don't know how much it is, but I just know that we have a buyback clause. That's a good deal.
I've watched Kwanzaa so many times. I
He,
don't know if it
he's promising. You don't think he
what
can
is
improve?
what is promising. Every is this is like these days. And once you kick a ball, you are promising. That's what I get. That's what I'm saying. 40 million for Kwanzaa is crazy.
Like
Pure profit. Like
we sold him for
how?
40 million.
Yes, how do you get 40 million for
Kwanzaa,
Kwanzaa?
no bad,
I
bro.
will
What?
not even
What
buy
are
him
you
for
saying?
25. Yes.
Nah, that's slander. That's slander.
What slander?
Nah.
What slander? Is it better than Chaloba?
Yes.
Kwanzaa is better
Yes.
than you open your
Yes.
mouth.
Yes.
You open your
Yes.
mouth on this life
Yes.
and you tell me
Yes.
that it's better than Chaloba
Yes.
with the experience that Chaloba has over him.
I think
He's
Kwanzaa is
not,
good. I
not
think
in
Kwanzaa
any
is
form.
good.
He's not better
I
than
think Kwanzaa
Chaloba
is
in
good.
any form. Do you know the
How
last
how
time? Do you know how many years ago Chaloba made mistake?
how old is Chaluba?
I don't know. Let me even check. But
Chaluba is older than Kwanzaa, right?
Chaloba is far better than him. You can't even don't even bring them closer. You are calling a better than Chaloba.
How old is Chaluba?
I'm about to check.
We're looking at a player. We're looking at a player that can
I don't see any potential in him. I
potentially
see potential.
I think he's a player that can rise to the level and
Mm-mm.
get as close enough to them Konate and Van
Okay.
Dijk, right?
Is
There's some mistakes he make.
Chaloba is 25.
25.
Yeah.
Chaluba is supposed to be in his prime right now.
for a
And you're
defender. Not yet.
comparing Chaloba, and you're
Not
comparing
yet.
Chaloba to a
Not
Kwanzaa that is
yet.
like barely
It's
20.
from 26, 27. You enter your prime as a
But now
defender.
you're shifting the bar because
Yes,
he's a Chelsea player.
now.
You're shifting the bar.
Yes, that's
You're
the
shifting the
prime
bar.
for
You're saying 20.
defenders. Let me put it on Google.
It's not about putting it on. It's
No,
not about
no, no,
putting it
no.
on
People
Google.
people
You're
on this life
comparing
will spoil.
Chaloba. You're comparing Chaloba that's supposed to be in his prime to a Kwanzaa that's like 21 or 20, right? You're
He,
comparing that to Kwanzaa. Still has like
how
Chaloba
old
has
is
like
he?
5 years ahead of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa already looks almost as good as
He's
Chaloba,
not almost as good.
or
See,
even better, if not even better
see
than
what they say. He
Chaloba.
said for central defenders, the prime age is generally 27 to 31. Do you
So
get?
Chaloba is
For
not in his
fullbacks,
prime.
for fullbacks, it's
That,
not. For
so that means
fullbacks,
you cannot be. That means you
wait
cannot
now.
be.
For fullbacks,
Mhm,
it's 24 to 27. Now let me check the age of
mhm.
Kwanzaa before we land.
Kwanzaa is 22. So that
22.
means you cannot wait.
3
That means
years,
he's not
he's
yet in his
done.
prime. He's not
He's
yet in his
done.
prime.
Let me check
I
Cowell.
don't know why
I'm
you're
just
so
curious.
harsh on Kwanzaa. It doesn't. It's really
This
confusing
guy
to
that
me.
makes mistake now every day. I should
Oh,
not be.
okay. He made a few mistakes.
Do you know that Kingsley? I
He
will
made
tell
mistakes
you
in like
now.
two
I will
games.
tell you this thing now.
2 games in the season.
Levi Cowell and Kwanzaa are the same age.
Mm-hmm.
So who is better between two of them? Levi Cowell and Kwanzaa.
Levi Cowell is better than Kwanzaa.
Far better, far. You have to put that far. Because Liverpool wanted Levi Cowell to replace as a replacement for Van Dijk.
Mm-hmm.
Kwanzaa would
I
improve.
I
He would
think
get better.
Kwanzaa would improve and get
But
better.
he's not even near Chaloba. He's not. Don't even
I
say it.
just don't think you should be comparing him with
Even at
Chalobah.
when Chaloba was 22, this guy makes mistake. He makes too much mistakes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you say it's game time. It could be that.
It's game time.
Euro is even 19. Is he better than Euro? He's not. He's not better than Euro. I'm telling you that Kwanzaa is. I don't even see the potential. People say there's potential. I don't see any
I
potential
think
in
there's a
him.
lot of potential in
Okay, if
Kwanzaa.
you say, but not for
I think
40
so.
million.
I think so.
Euro
Okay,
is 19.
maybe he's not worth 40 million,
Euro
but
is.
then
Are you okay? Between Euro, if they tell you to pick Euro and Kwanzaa, who would you pick? Euro is far better than Kwanzaa. Far. Do you get? SSB saying delete at 19 was better than all those guys, but his career, true. His career didn't move as according to plan.
I
True.
think this is a good move for Kwanzaa going
It's a
to
good move for
Leverkusen,
him because he can
getting
learn.
more play time. He will
He can
learn.
learn.
He will
Do you
get
get?
better.
There's no more.
If Liverpool do not see potential in him, why add the buyback clause?
How much is the buyback?
You've asked me this. I told you I don't know, but I'm telling you that if Liverpool did not see potential in him, why add the buyback clause on it?
Because they are not sure. He could click and he
It's
might
not
not
about they're
click.
not sure. They believe he has the potential,
Do you know
and they
how
want
many
an opportunity to get him back.
Do you know how many players Chelsea had a buyback clause for that we didn't trigger?
I just think that this is a player that, if he was really this is what I'm saying. If he was really that bad,
Yeah.
that we just wanted to get him out, I don't think we would have put a buyback clause on him.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
That's what I feel. I feel we've not seen what he would do.
Exactly. United, is he coming from Chevy? United have a buyback
Of
clause
course,
for
but
almost everyone. That like for clubs, right?
yeah,
For
I
clubs, they put
understand
that
that, but
in.
I just feel like you saying that Kwanzaa does not have any potential
No,
and you
no,
don't see
no.
the
He's
potential
not.
in him. It's to
No,
me, it's
he's
just
over
like
high. Me,
I'm
I
like it
feel
doesn't make any sense.
is my
So
personal opinion.
you guys don't feel like Kwanzaa has any potential.
Is my personal opinion,
How
right?
old is Gay?
Okay, check out this guy.
How
In
is
my
Gay?
personal opinion, right? I don't think Kwanzaa has so much potential like they hype him. Do you get? Now, if you say potential,
Gay is 24.
thank you. And you can see we had a buyback clause on Gehi. We even we had buyback, we have sell on Gehi. We put two because we know. And you can't compare. You see the
And
improvement of Gehi.
you don't feel like this is the same situation.
It's
Because
not.
you're really when I
Okay,
look at
you know
Kwanzaa in the
what?
club, when I
You
look
know
at
what?
Kwanzaa when he was playing
You
with
know
in the
what?
club
Let me
era,
not
club
judge.
last season, it was not as bad as this season.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
this
I'm
season that
judging him.
Kwanzaa really made mistakes.
Yes,
I don't
and maybe
understand why you guys are
I'm
just
judging him too much,
you're judging him too
right?
much. I feel like you're judging him too much.
Let's give him more game time and see what he does. Let's give
I
him.
want to see him at Leverkusen before I put that he does not have potential on him, because I feel like in this season He made mistakes this season when he was
Yeah.
playing this season. In certain games, he made mistakes. But if you look at even last season, when I say last season, I'm not like this season I just ended, the season before, he wasn't as bad. He
It
wasn't as
was
bad.
never Kingsley.
He wasn't as bad.
I remember the times you always complained about Kwanzaa.
It was this season I complained about Kwanzaa. It was
Kingsley,
this season. It was
this
last year.
season. It
It
was
was
not
last
just this
year.
season. I
Oh my
remember when you were mad
God.
at Kwanzaa, not
It
even
was
this
this
season. You say,
season.
oh, Kwanzaa is coming in as right back. This guy should just wake up. He should grow up. This is and defend. Kingsley, I wish I can record this. I'll play it for everybody on this live. When you are angry at Kwanzaa, we'll have this phone
I'm angry at every player.
No,
The
but
amount of times that
Kwanzaa zone.
No.
Kwanzaa zone is
I'm always
usually
angry at every
small.
player. I'm a passionate fan. I'm angry at every player. Do you know the amount of times I've shouted at Salah? That Salah is ghost. He's a ghost, and he doesn't step up in certain games.
Yeah, but
Bro, you can't use my one of passionate moments.
Okay, you see.
At that times I've complained about Trent's defending. You can't use that to judge. I just feel like I've seen the overall picture.
Okay.
Kwanzaa is strong. He's fast. He's a player that the only problem I feel with his game is that final decision making.
He has a problem with this. That's what I was about to say before you said it. Thank you, AB. Thank you. AB needs a
maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know who Kwanzaa is.
Just give him a
maybe he doesn't know who Kwanzaa is. He might not know.
Kwanzaa is
Kwanzaa?
Defender from Liverpool that
exactly
they are trying to hype up. He went to Leverkusen for 40 million, right? So who was the last great young centre back in the Bundesliga that didn't play for Bayern? I had to say, I don't know.
Man, I
don't know.
Young centre back.
Upamecano too was young when he bought him.
Upamecano
made mistakes.
Upamecano.
God, my God. So many mistakes.
I don't trust that guy as far as I can throw him. You talk about a defender that makes mistakes.
He makes
mistakes. You can talk about Upamecano.
He makes mistakes.
You don't want to give Kwanzaa a chance. You don't want to give him a chance.
We will give him I'll give him a chance for this year and see what he does.
Give him a chance. That's what I'm saying. I think this is a guy that has potential. I feel like he has
40 million. Is it plus add-ons?
I think the 40 million fee is high. I agree.
It's too much.
But then I still feel like that buyback clause was nice that Liverpool added that in the deal. We had a good deal in this situation.
Anyway, it's good
40 million having a buyback.
You guys just bought it from them
for a lot of money.
So that 40 million has upset. You know these people, FSG, they are very wise people.
They do business.
So smart. So rather than say we are exchanging players, we're including Kwanzaa in the deal. That was actually the plan. Maybe they didn't tell us. Then they just decided to do it separate for the books.
Oh, that's interesting.
For the books, Chelsea did that a lot. You say, I'll sell this for 40 million. You sell this for this. They did it with Aston Villa. They did it with Atletico. Remember that three-way disaster?
Yeah, three-way stuff.
Do you get so that's it? So yeah, but what about Pogba to Monaco? Deal.
How long has Pogba been out of football? Has it been almost a year? Is it just
1.5 years or so?
More than a year. Going to what is
more than that?
It's more than I don't know. Pogba is somebody that is super talented. He was one of the, if you call midfielders that were like top at a certain point in time, you have to add Pogba to that list. So I don't know if you still have the same ability as 1.5 years ago, but I think it's good for him to go to Monaco. You know, I think it's
actually good because he's not very.
I think personally, I don't have much to say about him at Monaco. I just want to see the eye test. I want to see what will come out of it, how he will play, what you do, because it's so hard to look at a player like Pogba and say he's not going to do anything, because he could, right? He could do something. So I will just have to watch and see what happens in that case. But what do you think about Pogba going to Monaco?
I think it's good for him as he is now. He needs any football he can get. That's what I'll say. Pogba needs any football he can get now.
I'm confused. What do you mean Chelsea now wants Kolomwani?
Kingsley.
Kolomwani that I watched in the Juventus game.
So raw, like this our owners are the worst owners you could have. The worst owners you could have on earth. Chelsea owners, the worst.
Sebi, remember when we said on this live that they should get Osimhen? You remember
Like
when we said on this live we should get
this
Osimhen?
why would these guys
Get
simply
yourself
not
a proper striker.
why would they simply not pay? You know why they are going for Mwani? Guess why?
Mhm. Why?
Let's get he's on 85,000 a week.
So they can afford the salary.
And I'm so in fact this shirt I should just put it in fire and just burn it and wear another jersey.
You guys are slowly just going to become a mid-table team.
We are slowly.
Keep
Also,
this up.
like
You will become Brentford.
there was a time I had this discussion. there was a time I had a discussion with Austin. He
Yeah,
said, Andrew, I'll be honest with you. Let's not deceive ourselves. The
yeah.
moment Abramovich stepped out of Chelsea, Chelsea went
Mid-
back to status quo. Average
Mid-table
club.
team. Mm,
Average
mm.
club. Do you get?
Say-
Now we even have a coach that with his bowed head, Pep 2.0.
mm.
We don't know.
Maresca.
He's destroying players slowly. He's following his father, his grandfather, Guardiola. Right. So
I
let's
don't
say
know. So Deschamps always takes one player from 4 or 5 League One teams. After other than PSG, one from Marseille, one from Monaco, one from Lyon. It's Pogba trying to get back into France team for work. Oh, I see. I see. Wow, SSB. That's a good one. I'll give you a pump for that. That's a very, very solid comment. Wow. I never thought of it like that. Pogba might actually be trying to work his way back, into that World Cup team. Actually, that would be crazy though. If Pogba is able to get
depends on
called
how
up.
well he plays.
Depends on how good he is. But for Kante to be called, for Kante to be called, isn't that maybe Deschamps is just open to it.
Is superior to all those people they have in midfield in terms of running DM. Chumeni.
No, that person can play
Chumeni is a
DM.
disaster. Which other person is there?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Say, come on, guys. Kolomani is
AB, please don't
is
say
to
it.
complement Jackson and Delap. Mwani is a good striker, works hard, presses well.
No.
And his
See,
goal tally
yes.
is not that bad.
Wait. I understand. He's a decent striker. Is he? So the question is he better than Jackson? 100%.
Out of is he better than Delap?
Delap is still developing, and their game style is kind of different. Mwani is kind of like an upgrade on Jackson. It's similar to the way Jackson plays.
I don't know, man.
Running
See,
behind,
AB,
quick feet. Do you
I just have to say, AB, like ever
Kingsley,
since the World Cup,
Kingsley.
and Kolomani missed that goal in the World Cup,
exactly. I lost hope on
I've
him.
removed my hand from Kolomani.
Yes. And
I
that's
don't
why
trust him.
that's
Anyway,
why
I'm not a
they
Chelsea
sent
fan.
him. That's why they sent him on loan. Because they
I
don't
don't
trust
know.
him in PSG. But apart from that, the question is a good striker. The question is, and he will give you.
Let's pull up his stats.
He will give you. Let's pull up his stats. Maybe 15 goals. But the question is he the striker Chelsea needs right now? No.
For Champions League
If
and
we're
stuff.
serious, no. We need the likes of Osimhen. What are these guys that we've been calling? Victor Gyökeres.
You guys are not even in that Gyökeres conversation.
God, this club is
Right? So you guys are not in that conversation.
Yeah, he said Jackson is not the yardstick. Look around EPL and compare. True.
And compare Kolo to other strikers. Exactly.
True.
But what is the yardstick? Because you cannot call Haaland. Haaland is too far.
It's too far. Okay,
Haaland
which
is world class.
striker are we using as the yardstick? What are his stats? Let's know his stats.
Maybe like someone like Watkins or who? Or someone like
Watkins is even decent.
But if you're going to compare him, you have to compare him to somebody that might somewhat be on that similar level of output. His output, he scored last season 16 goals in all competitions, 44 appearances, 5 assists.
So
16 goals.
So out of how many appearances?
16, 5 assists. So that's like
how many appearances is that?
That's 21 J, 44 appearances. 21 J. Yeah.
No, are you sure it's 41? That's not bad. That's 51.
44. Yeah.
That's not bad. Wow.
And then the season before, he scored 15 goals in all competitions, 8 assists. He played 55 games.
Was he in PSG?
He was in PSG and also had like a spell in Bundesliga.
That's 42 GA.
I think he's pretty decent. But the season before that one, if we go all the way back,
Sesko.
he scored.
Let's compare Sesko. SSB is asking Kolomwani or Sesko.
Oh, Sesko. Okay. Sesko. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Sesko.
That's a good one.
Anyways, let's
That's a
check.
good one.
Let me
That's a
know
good. Let's
because
check. Let's check Sesko. Let's check
um,
Sesko. That's a good one.
AB is saying say Kolomwani will help reduce the pressure on Jackson and the lab. What will the message be if Chelsea gets an established striker and puts him in front of Jackson? It's a great club move. True,
You have a
true,
point, though. Maybe you have
true,
a point. Actually,
true.
thinking about it, you actually do have a
They will
point.
say, oh, they got a striker XYZ. What's the start of Sesko when you have
Because if you get before I pull up Sesko, based on what AB say, because if you get somebody too established,
yeah,
it might be like likes of Delap and Jackson
are
might not
not good
really
enough.
they're
Game
not good
time.
enough, number one, and they might not really get game time. If Chelsea are slowly getting into this, I want young talent and I want them to grow together, where as the team gets older in 2 seasons or so, these
Yeah,
players are all coming into their prime at the same time. This might be good for the development of Jackson and Delap, if you
yeah.
think about it in that sense. So I kind of see the point, but comparing Kolomani and Sesko,
Mm.
Benjamin Sesko last season he scored
Yeah.
26 goals in all
Damn,
competitions and he
damn.
had 6 assists.
That's a
So
lot.
that's like 32, right? His
Yeah.
G is
How
32.
many?
He
How
had
many?
he played 53 games in total in all competitions,
Damn, he's superior. 60
right? And then
60.
the season before
Mm.
he had 19 goals, three
Mm-hmm.
assists.
13.
19 goals,
Yeah.
3 assists,
How many going games?
50 games.
50.
So he's getting close to that 20 goal, mark. If you think about it, like in those 2 seasons,
44 GA. 44%. Yeah.
I don't know. Stats is not everything.
True, true,
But
true.
at the end of the day, I don't think Kolomani is really bad. I don't think it's really bad.
But for
But
what
you need
for
it
what
depends on what the
Chelsea
coach the coach needs and how he
needs.
plans to play these guys. It depends on what the coach needs and how he plans to play them.
Yeah, but the thing is, even the coach they are bringing in for Maresca, you've had you played
Yeah, let's check conversion rate.
conversion rates. Okay, he played Rich James in midfield, where you have a midfielder that Bayern Munich is asking now. So many clubs, Aston Villa asked about him. So many clubs are asking
Mhm.
about him, right?
Yeah.
Then you now have what's the name again? Asugo that you just bought and you
Mhm.
put them on the bench. This is a natural midfielder, and you decide to use Rich James. Is the man not running mad?
This is a bit crazy. So
Yeah.
Kolomani has a higher conversion rate than Sesko, though, based on
Eh?
what I'm seeing, guys.
Serious?
Yeah, I don't know. It's quite
Damn, that
interesting.
means he misses chances.
Like Sesko has like 19% in his conversion
Conversion.
rate,
Mhm.
and then Kolomani's conversion rate is like 30%.
Wow.
Wow.
That
Maybe
shows
maybe
that shows
maybe
something.
Kolomani
Sesko
maybe that
misses
Kolomani
a lot
move
of
might not be
chances.
yeah maybe that Kolomani move might not be too bad.
Too bad.
It might not be too bad actually. At the end of the day, all these stats and numbers that you point to.
Oh my days, SSB. He said, "What did Ateta buy then?"
Oh, Ateta has
Genuinely,
closed on Sesko.
obviously, that one. He has Sesko in his pocket. He wants to add another striker.
Wait, guys! I might have missed the news. Are you serious? Is this a here we go to us now? The Sesko. Wait, I'm confused. Because that would be funny. That would be really, really funny. I know Ateta wanted Sesko, but is that a here we go?
Oh, it's not yet. I think it's wage demand. Arsenal growing frustrated with Benjamin Sesko over wage demand.
Okay, over wait.
They're
Ah,
trying to change direction. Oh my days.
I don't
Hmm.
know what these teams are looking for. If they're looking for young strikers that can grow on their team
Hmm.
and come into their prime on their team, so they don't need to spend so much money getting somebody that is already experienced. Because if you're bringing in an already
Wow,
experienced,
his wage demand is too much. How much is he asking for? How much is brother asking for?
if you're bringing a very experienced striker into the squad, you might be paying a lot of
He's
money in
just 20,
salary.
he's just 22. He's quite young.
Sesko,
Gyökeres is 27. Wow, Gikeres is not young. Oh, he's not a young brother.
But he's grown, right? He's
He's
in
in
his
his prime.
prime.
Yeah.
You're bringing in a prime striker.
Damn.
Like he's going to give you goals. So what do you? It depends on what the teams want at the end of the day. It depends on what they want.
Sesko might be a better option. He's younger. It might be cheaper to do. Oh, that Ikiteke is not proven. SSB. I can't. You can't throw 100 million on that, bro.
It's Ekiteke and this their
Yeah,
fraud, the fraud
yeah.
that they are running.
That's what.
Ekiteke with
That's all these
everybody
clubs
is
are. Those
seeing.
smaller clubs are doing. They
Let's
hype.
even check Ekiteke's conversion
They,
rate.
they, they hype the player. Hype the player. At the end of the day, they are buying expired goods. Can't return it. No return policy.
You say you're buying expired goods,
Yeah.
Ekiteke.
No
The
return policy at all. That's the thing.
Ekiteke's conversion rate is about like 13%.
Oh my days. That's even worse. Please check Jackson. I know we said Jackson is not the yardstick, but for Chelsea
13%.
now, anybody that is not better than Jackson is a no.
Jackson is like 25%.
And Jackson misses
Real.
chances.
Hmm.
You talk about somebody that
But
misses
also
chances.
you talk about the pace of the Premier League too.
Yeah,
All
Premier
these
League is
players that
very
you're
slow.
buying,
Yeah.
you need somebody that can keep up with that
So
pace. I think,
Ekiteke has a conversion rate of 13% in the
yeah,
Bundesliga, in German
13%.
in German Bundesliga.
Then you bring him to the Prem.
He's not good at all. He's not good.
In fact, let me compare that with Darwin Nunes, the man I know that misses a lot of chances.
If his worst is around the same size as Darwin Nunes, no point.
Darwin Nunes and Ekiteke, they are close in terms of their conversion rate.
What's the
Darwin
conversion
Nunes,
rate?
Darwin Nunes conversion rate is 12.79.
Oh,
Ekiteke is like 13%. Bro, you guys are
and
one of the
Darwin
same type
Nunes
of
is in the
striker.
Premier League.
Darwin Nunes is in the Prem, and you're 13% in the Bundesliga, bro. Nah, man.
That's a no.
Nah. Oh,
Ah,
that Ekiteke fraud that they've been doing.
fraud.
Passing Ekiteke to Arsenal.
Oh
Before you know
my
it, Ekiteke
days.
to Man U.
In fact,
Ekiteke to
Kolomwani is
Liverpool.
far
Ek-
better. I think
Ekiteke
just
everywhere.
go find it.
Kolomani has a high conversion rate.
He's
I think
better.
Kolomani is a better striker. You
Yeah.
guys bringing in Kolomani actually might be a good move for you.
Yeah.
Good move for you guys. Thinking about it, it might actually be good for you guys. But anyways, talking more about transfers, you guys are sending Malo Gusto to Bayern.
Bayern and reports came today and said that when I read it, I laughed. He said Bayern have been scouting him. I'm like,
Sky.
brother Bayern, what are you scouting in Malugusco?
But who is playing as right back for Bayern? I don't think they have do they have a good right back?
Dish. I
I know
never took note
Kimmich
of
was
that.
playing right back at some points, right? Is it still the one playing right back? Or is somebody else
Let's check, please.
who plays right back?
Right back. Right back for Bayern. Oh, it's Kimmich, actually. Kimmich is too good to be right back. Come on. He's a midfielder, right?
I thought Kimmich was like a DM. I
Yeah.
thought it was like a DM. So him playing right back.
Even Sacha Bowie. They've
So
used Lima
if
there.
they sign Gusto, it might be good for them.
But Gusto,
But if you guys sell Gusto, Rich James is not reliable.
that's my fear. Like, why
Rich
would you
James can
sell
only play for
Gusto?
Rich James can only play for 70 minutes.
And you
And he's
Reece
not
James is,
guaranteed to stay the whole season.
thank you. And
So
Gusto is a utility player. Except this Pep 2.0 is thinking of using Caicedo in as right back. I don't trust him. He
I
might
think
want to he might want to throw that 100 million in right back. I'm like, bro, are you serious?
I
Anyway,
think selling Malo Gusto
it's
would
a big
be
mistake.
a big mistake.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
be
but
a very big
it's
mistake.
rumors and I don't know.
And
Yeah.
what's up with Andre Santos to Chelsea?
No, like he's not played in the last two Club World Cup games, right? So he's becoming agitated. 0 minutes. This brother has not even come on.
Maresca has not played him.
He has not played him. I expected that when we're even losing to Flamingo, bring in a midfielder, just bring somebody in the middle. You are losing the game. that would be the good time to see what he can bring to the table.
Let's not rehash the Flamengo game, because that Flamengo,
Bring back bad memories.
your coach fumbled the bag and started people that he was not supposed to start.
He
Started Rich
fumbled,
James in the midfield
he fumbled his
instead of
career,
Rich
not
James
the
to
bag.
be playing. Well, anyways, I guess this whole Pep idea of playing people out of position has influenced some
Too
coaches,
much. It's
and
too
I
much.
think you know your coach is as part of those coaches that are just being influenced by Pep, doing a lot of weird stuff. But anyways, actually interesting to see all these players, moving and stuff. I want to see what's going to happen going into next season when all these players have moved, especially like us now, them closing in on the striker, Chelsea finally closing in on the strikers that they want,
Yeah.
going into Champions League, going into all the league games that they have, and seeing what will happen at the end of the day. Because it feels like right now everybody's scared, trying to get a striker. They want somebody good, but still they
Mm.
want to make sure they are getting the best value out of that player, given the price. I will only sell Gusto for 50 mil. I think Gusto is 22, still has time to develop and mature. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be in a hurry to
Or
sell
to
him if I
sell
were
him.
just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
no
think I think
point.
it's a
Yeah.
very bad idea to sell
Yeah.
Gusto.
Very bad. Very bad idea, actually.
He's
Because
young,
Rhys
he's
James might
strong, he's
break down
fast,
next
he's
season.
reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, what do you think needs to improve in Gusto's game? What needs to improve? What's
He
missing
was
right
very
now?
excellent in defending before
Mm-hmm.
Maresca came in. On that pitch, he was extremely good
Yeah.
defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I don't know. It's a case of like, I don't know if Maresca is improving his defense, or maybe, oh, I know the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Maresca has now introduced this inverted nonsense. That's the
Mm-hmm.
problem. Pushing him into the midfield. So brother now is confused about defending. Do you understand? Before
Because it's more like,
he's running
yeah.
down that channel, up, down, up, down. Is a simpler rule. Up, down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? Now he has to invert. Then you come back inside. Just,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes you have to go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Not just it's not just
That
some.
that definitely makes it a bit tricky now these days. Given, I don't know, I've not watched a lot of Chelsea games with Gusto to see Gusto's performances, but Rich James will
Those
definitely be the man
performances
starting.
defensively has been. You saw the game against Flamingo, right? All the
Mm-hmm.
balls were floated towards his side. Him and
Mm-hmm.
Chalobah,
Mm-hmm.
they could not knock those balls out.
It was more like the balls came to his side and then they crossed it to Cucurella's
Yes,
side.
but he didn't win the duels on his side. The guys were always the farm man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you are expecting that the person that is the person closer to him is not even Chaluba. It's
Yeah.
actually Gusto. But sometimes if
Mm-hmm.
you have a center back that is sharp, you know that boy is coming there and go for it. But if it's someone like Rhys James in that position, you
Mm-hmm.
probably get into that duel in the air, right? So, but
Yeah.
defensively, towards half of last season, he was average. And I
But
think
that doesn't mean you should sell him.
no, that doesn't mean I don't
Rich
want him
James, Rich
to.
James is not reliable.
Yeah, he's not at all.
Unless you're willing to get in another replacement. Like you're
Even
selling
as
Gusto and you're
as
going to
we are,
buy
we only
someone
have
else.
we only have Cucurella. Anyways, they've tried Cucurella on the other side. We don't even have a replacement for Cucurella.
So if Cucurella can't start,
We're gone.
let's say injury or something, then who
There's
start
no
who,
other.
who fills in?
I don't know who feels in.
I remember you guys remember Ian Martin that you guys used to have at some point. I don't know why you guys let that player go. I don't understand. Is it like he wasn't good
Money.
enough?
There's money they're looking for.
Oh, they
It's
had to sell him because of money.
mm,
Man, you guys had
money.
Martin. Martin wasn't too bad. Martin actually wasn't too bad.
Till now, it's
But
not too bad. Yeah.
yeah, but let's wrap up this whole transfer conversation with Sancho. Napoli want Sancho, but they're complaining about the salary.
Are they still complaining?
They don't. I mean, they don't. They feel like they can't meet the salary demand. I
Then
don't understand.
they should move on now.
I don't understand Sancho.
They should move on
I
to
don't
another
understand. Like you can't take a little pay cut.
pay.
Like
Which pay
what?
cut?
Like
United
who
have
is
to pay the
depending on you? Do you have
United
a lot
have
of?
to pay the balance.
Do you have a lot of family members that you cannot afford you to take a pay cut? I don't understand. Just take a pay cut, play at Chelsea,
It's probably
show
the
yourself, and then your salary will go high.
it's probably the agent.
That is doing this right,
Yeah,
convincing him that don't take the deal, don't take the salary.
I think it's
Maybe
the
something better might come or
yeah,
something.
I think so.
Interesting.
AB is saying that Gusto just needs to mature. He's a good right, but I agree with you. Actually, he's good.
Mm,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's
But
good.
yeah, let's talk about the Club World Cup. So far, the last time we spoke,
Did
the
you?
last time
Did
we
you?
did a live,
Yeah.
we're looking forward to the games that are going to, happen between Juventus and Wydad AC,
Yeah.
Real Madrid and Pachuca,
Yeah.
um, RB Salzburg and Al Hilal, and also Man City's game. But
Yeah. But
Madrid played. The Madrid game was what I was really even focused on. But
my
I saw
brother,
the I saw the Juventus game. I saw the Madrid game.
how did you see the Madrid game? What did you see?
The
Alonso set
to
up
be
with 4-4-1-1-1-1, then 2. So 4 in the middle is a bit confusing. So it's like 3,
mm,
a triangle of 3 in the middle,
mm-hmm.
and a flat 3 up front.
4-1-1-1-1.
So no.
And
So
three.
4-1-1 sitting, 1-1.
4-1-2.
Then you have another 2 there. They have another 1 in the center. So it's like this shape, that shape that Ancelotti used to use when in initial days.
Oh,
So
okay,
you
okay,
have
okay,
4,
okay.
then you have guys that are like this, straight up. Then you have a striker.
But Bellingham was that 10.
Bellingham, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't. I want to see the formation for myself.
No, Bellingham was
Bellingham
part of the
wasn't.
2. Was part of the 2.
I felt like Bellingham scored today.
He
Didn't he?
scored. So he had 4. They had 1.
Mhm.
They had 2 midfielders in front of that 1 midfielder, which is 3. So he was one of those 2, right? Then you have
It was
another 2 wide.
it was expected for Real Madrid to beat Pachuca, right? It was
They
expected.
should. They
But
like
I keep on talking about this
ah
Asensio guy. Asensio.
yeah. You see this for this
Yeah,
comment, but
healthy
SS
Rich.
is funny. He plays a lot of triangles.
Yeah, Rich James is the best RB in the world. I don't know about best RB in the world. I don't know about that.
He is a
I don't
healthy
know
Rich
about
James. It's
a
don't even bring
healthy Rich
up Trent.
James.
Don't bring up Trent, please. Please don't do that. Don't do that now. Because you have to defend. Defending is part of being a right back.
I know, right? Healthy Rich James and corruption-free Nigeria. Same sentence. I know. Bro.
Never
You
happened.
can't even fall for that. A healthy regime. A healthy regime is fantastic, bro.
Getting healthy now. Like
Like
they're managing him, right?
they're
That's the
managing
only
him.
no, that's the only good thing
Regimes
I
can
would say
only
of
give
Maresca.
regimes can only give you like what 70 minutes or 80 minutes
No,
of
he
a
can
game.
give you full 90. He can. He will play him
He
full
can
90
give you
several
full
times now.
okay.
But the
Okay.
thing is that
In a,
every 3 days,
how many full 90 in a 38 Premier League game do you think Regimes can give you?
as he is now, health
Yeah.
wise,
Health wise, be honest.
maybe 22 or 20. Can't give more than that. Because if he does full 90, you have to give him a break. Then another full 90. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What? Then it's not healthy. What do you mean? A healthy Rich James. You have a player like Trent that will
That's
start
the
almost
healthy
all
Rich James
games.
we have
No,
now.
no, 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 no. That's not. Healthy Rich James is
He's a
funny.
cup half full.
Alonso plays a lot of triangles, diamond and triangles. Pachuca was garbage. Yeah, they had a lot of they had chances, but their shots and their finishing was just not. I mean, they were just not good.
Chevy saying when last did Rich James play 3 straight? That's what I said. He can't play 3 straight
Yeah.
90s. Is what I just said. He can't. So if he plays 190 this week, he needs to have a break.
Then he's not healthy. Don't call him a healthy Rich
I
James. He's
don't
not
know.
healthy.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yes. Managing him is like 36-year-old 9. 36-year-old 9. Probably.
Yeah, like a 36-year-old
We need
man.
that
Yeah,
Gusto. We can't sell Gusto anytime soon.
he can't. You absolutely can't. He's like
Yeah.
25 and can't play three. He can't play 3 straight games, bro.
Yeah.
He can't play 3 straight games. That's crazy. So what Real Madrid kind of still struggle with is the switch to wide areas. Switch to wide areas. Real Madrid tried going through the middle a lot and it wasn't
Yes.
working.
Rodrigo
Also,
benched
Rodrigo benched
again.
again.
I don't get it.
Is Rodrigo not good enough or what?
I don't get why because you can use Vini wide and you can use Rodrigo wide.
Let's talk about Asensio. Asensio got a red.
Was a deserved red. Well deserved. If there's any card apart from red, blue, they should have given him. At his age, Kingsley is what irritates me. At the brother's age, how old is Asensio? Pull up his age. He's begin to when I saw why are you tugging him? Leave him. He might not score. If
And
he scores,
And this Asensio still cost a penalty. He
Yeah,
cost a penalty in in the last game.
just like brother. Ah, he say,
He's 22 years old.
oh, okay, he's still
And now
young
you compare him with Kwanzaa. Who is better?
at this point. At this point, brother. With what I'm seeing, the signs, he's nervous.
Say,
I like
Alonso
the
is
new
patient, but
striker
I'm not
Garcia
sure
because
Vini has a place.
uh,
You're not sure Vini has a place in the team? I
why?
like this new
I
striker
think so.
Garcia, the ghost from Academy.
I
You
think
don't think
Goulier too. They
I go
started with Goulier.
Aguilera, yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
Aguilera is saying that like he feels like Alonso
Wants
like
him.
wants him, is interested, he talks to him every day and
He
stuff
wants
like
him to
that.
improve. Don't he should not get his hopes up. Improve and play well.
Maybe Alonso has Goulier in his
He's a
plans.
young no for young players. You have to talk
Mm,
to them. Tell them what you want.
mm-hmm,
And a more match. Obviously, you talk to players, but
mm-hmm,
a younger midfielder, especially, Alonso
mm-hmm.
is a midfielder. So if
Yeah.
you are playing in that position,
He
especially
can give
mid
you
left,
some,
he has more
he can coach
expectation
you.
of you if you are not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get
But
what I'm
who
saying?
do you think
Maybe
exactly? Goulier is
was not
good,
just
yeah.
a
Ancelotti
barrier.
just yeah. But who do you think Ancelotti? You guys, let us know. Who do you think Ancelotti will prioritize? Which players do you think will be in his like start based on what he has so far? Who
Mm.
would start his starting 11? What do you think Xabi Alonso starting 11 will be based on
Uh,
what you
I think like what SSB is saying. I think
Mhm.
Mbappe has to go back to the left wing.
To that left wing?
That's where
Okay.
you get the best. Like if you want the best one.
Yes, I read the comment.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
man, I can't with you, man. Is there Hendrick? Is Hendrick in this club World Cup? Because I've not seen Hendrick.
He's injured. He has an ACL.
Okay,
I
he's
think
injured. He's injured.
injured.
ACL.
I think so. Or maybe I don't know, but he has an injury.
Okay, okay,
He's
okay.
out for 2 months, I think.
Yeah, Hendrick. We don't know Hendrick. We don't know for Hendrick. But yeah, we'll see.
Bobby.
But
I don't know of Bobby.
what do you think? Who do you think he was going to prioritize? Rudiger came on today, right?
He's
He's
back
back
from
from
injury,
injury.
so
Rudiger
that's
came on.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, so Rudiger might be part of that
I
plan.
think he might play Rudiger and this boy they bought from Bournemouth.
Hugginson too was good today. Good
Was
game.
good. Was
Had
good.
a good game.
But he needs
You think Jude will play deeper? Interesting.
no
I'm really curious to
based on the
see this.
formation he used today. Jude, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He played with a triangle of three, one sitting, and he had two midfielders in front of that, right? Like 2 8s. Do you get
Interesting. Yeah.
it? So Jude Bellingham played as one of the 8s, and Goulier was, I think, the second one.
I'm really curious to see what formation that he used today because I want to see like how he set everybody up. That might give me a good idea. Because you guys saying that Vinny might not even have like a place in this team is
Who
quite
are they using
concerning.
as the striker? Is it that young striker they are going to be using?
Which young striker?
Hmm.
Garcia, Gonzalo Garcia, what's his name? Interesting, but he looks quite. I mean, the formation looks quite similar to the last one. It looks like a 4-3-3, but you're saying it's
It's
different.
a 4-3-3, but those three in the middle are not flat.
So it was Trent Alexander-Arnold, Raul Asensio,
Hmm.
Dean Hugginson,
Yeah,
Fran Garcia, and
yeah.
then the three in the midfield.
Not
Goulier.
flat three.
It was not a
There's
flat three. So Chouameni was the Chouameni. Then,
Chouameni, then you
then the
had
two is
Bellingham
Goulier
in
and
front,
Bellingham
Bellingham and Goulier in
and
front. I think.
Goulier,
Yeah.
and then Vini and Valverde. Or because the three is Vinicius, Valverde, and then he played Valverde as like a right winger
Instead of
instead of
Rodrigo,
Rodrigo.
which I did not understand. Right, Jude
Asensio is
was
only 22 and a great talent. With Asensio and Augustin, that's the Madrid centre back lockdown for 10 seasons. Yeah,
no,
but that's
because
this
if he keeps
Asensio.
making mistake.
Asensio needs like I feel like
Yeah,
it's quite I don't know. He needs to improve that discipline thing
yeah, he needs to.
because
At
in the
22,
last game he
he
dragged somebody on unnecessarily. He put
thank
somebody unnecessarily penalty. So it's like, come on,
like he's not his decision making needs to improve.
he needs to improve in that aspect because
Right?
if he keeps doing that, to cost them.
Yeah.
But you still have like some senior players like
I
Militao
think
and Rudiger
long
still there.
term, long term, like for now, he will probably start with Rudiger
Mm-hmm.
and Dean
Dean
Ferguson
Helguson.
middle.
What of when Militao comes back?
That's another thing, brother. It depends on
Madrid.
Militao, but Militao is a very experienced centre back, right?
Yeah,
You know what
Militao is
Militao
good.
is going to give you. You say
Militao is
Alonso wants Valverde to cover for Trent. Oh, maybe that's why.
Oh, interesting.
Defensively, maybe.
Trent tucked into the midfield. Real Madrid need a right winger and left back. A right midfielder and left back. Interesting. Why do you think they need a right winger and left back? So you don't think Rodrigo is good enough for that right wing? You don't think Rodrigo locks in that right wing? But Valverde, man, I don't know. I don't know what Xabi Alonso is going to do. Because playing Valverde as a right winger now, it's quite interesting. Because now
Okay.
when Mbappe comes back, where will Mbappe play? This is the biggest question.
Mbappe
Would
can Mbappe not play? But that's the problem.
would Mbappe play
Mbappe
as the
on the
nine? Because Mbappe might play as the nine. And
probably
then this Gonzalo Garcia
coming
might not
from the
get
bench.
be coming on for him or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Alonso wants Valverde to cover for Trent. Oh,
Yeah.
I see defensively, right? So he can like go back and help. But what is Goulier doing? Goulier is just going to be in that midfield trying to play make or what?
I don't know
Is
what
Goulier
Goulier is
playing
doing.
is he playing like
Goulier played
Bellingham
as
as
an 8 too.
so both of
Goulier
them are
played
like
as
box
an
to
8.
box?
Yes. So you
Interesting.
had Chumeni sitting as a 4 or a 6, or I think you can say it
The
was a
four.
6.
Yeah,
Or but
okay.
he's a 6, but it was playing like a 4,
Okay.
right? Because I didn't really see much deep line stuff from him, right?
Mm.
Then you had two traditional 8s there.
Oh, you think so? Feels like Alonso. Wait, let's see. Asensio isn't the centre back talent for Madrid. He's the 17-year-old boy that got his here. Who is the 17-year-old boy? Drop names, Chevy. Drop names. 17-year-old boy, 17-year-old talent.
So Asensio, is he originally a defender? That's the question.
He's a defender. Raul Asensio.
Okay.
What's his name? Is it Juan Martinez? Let me know if that's is it Juan Martinez. It feels like Alonso wants a traditional right forward, so not someone who cuts in the middle. So so you don't think Rodrigo can play as a traditional right winger? He always needs to cut into the middle. I think Rodrigo can still pull it off. What is this? What is it about Rodrigo that people are seeing that we are not seeing?
I don't think he likes. I
Which
don't
long
know.
yeah, okay, that's the guy. Okay, Juan Martinez.
Yeah.
Interesting. What's the problem with Rodrigo? Because it seems like Rodrigo is just not getting a lot of love in Madrid. Is Rodrigo just expected to leave?
I think, yeah, probably they are thinking of selling him if he's not using him.
But
Could be.
why? Why? I'm confused. Rodrigo is to me is not too bad.
What of if they employ Mbappe on the right wing?
Why play Mbappe on the right wing? I don't get why you want to play Mbappe on the right wing.
He say AB is saying if I were Alonso, I would give Mbappe the Dembele role. Yeah, a free goal
Goal
scoring forward
scoring
because I
forward
don't
because
think
I don't think
anybody can move Vini
Vini
from.
from his left wing position.
Yeah, that's the
But what is
problem.
this about this Vini on the left wing?
I just saw him doing some theatrics, and I'm just like, brother, it's because of the opposition you are playing. We didn't really see that when he played someone more. They played someone more competent.
Do you think
Right?
Madrid will go far in this competition?
I don't think so. I
Man,
don't think so.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
mean, it
think.
was expected for them to beat this team, but I don't know. Madrid, I don't know. Salzburg and Al Hilal, they are playing is a draw. It's still a draw
How
going into like the
guy
90.
this El Ali, Ali La, whatever their name is,
Mm-hmm.
they are a very good side.
Yeah, I've been saying this. Like
Very
their team
this
is
way.
very good. Especially now
They
that they
are
have
a
Inzaghi.
very good side. Let's not even dull. Do you
Mm,
get? Because as it is now, Salzburg has how many points? 4 points.
yeah.
Real Madrid has how many points? 4 points. But Pancho or whatever their name is, El Ali will still beat Pancho or whatever. That's City plays.
Um, Pachuca.
Pachuca, whatever the
Pachuca.
name is.
They're actually called Pachuca. Yeah, Pachuca, no
So
Pachuca. Pachuca.
yeah, so everybody's going to beat Pachuca,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah,
it's
Pachuca, they are kind of out. They're out. They've
yeah.
lost two
So
games. They're out.
now it now depends on Real Madrid will decide if Salzburg goes or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing Salzburg are really, really terrible.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing El Ali or whatever their name is.
Al
Um,
Hilal.
Al Hilal.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of chances they are conceding.
Yeah. So
Just
if Salzburg doesn't win Al
game has
Hilal,
ended 0-0.
oh, that's it then.
Yeah.
Al Hilal just have to. Al Hilal just
They
have
just
to
have to
beat.
win properly, like win.
They have to beat
And I know
Pachuca.
Real Madrid we should beat Salzburg.
If Real Madrid doesn't beat Salzburg, that'll be really confusing. City
If
play
Real
tonight. Yeah,
Madrid,
City play tonight as well.
yes, City
Al
plays.
Ain or something. Whatever is happening to Rodrigo is political. Maybe Madrid want to move to a big name player for the funds. You don't think Rodrigo is a big name player?
It's okay now. It's okay.
I'm really
It's
confused.
okay.
That oh, you guys, I don't really confused why Rodrigo is not seen as a big name player. Why Rodrigo is just
It's okay. I think he's good. I think he's
wow.
good.
That's really surprising.
It's between
Between
Real
Real
Madrid
Madrid
and
and Salzburg for the last spot, in my opinion. Salzburg is side like Leipzig or Atlanta,
nah, I don't
Atlanta,
think
who are
so.
good
Real
offensive but
Madrid
might
is going
struggle
to
with
beat
defense.
Salzburg. They
If
are going
if
to beat
Salzburg if Salzburg beats Madrid,
If
right,
Salzburg beats Madrid, Madrid is out.
Madrid is out because Al
Yes,
Hilal would most likely beat Pachuca
Pachuca. Yeah, that's what
because
I'm
Al
saying.
Hilal they are yet to lose a game, right?
That's it.
If they beat Pachuca,
They are
they'll
true.
get what 5 points. They are
5 points.
true.
They are true.
If Real Madrid and Salzburg
Salzburg
draw,
draw.
it comes down to goal difference.
Everybody is 5.
It comes down to goal difference,
Good.
right? And right now, if you're looking at goal difference, Madrid have 2, Salzburg have 1, Al Hilal have what 0. So it depends on how many. It depends on how many goals they score on that final day.
Oh no 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 no.
Or
Okay, yes, yes. Depending on how much they score on the final. Yes, it depends on. So that's what I'm saying. If Al Hilal
beat
score much
Pachuca properly,
properly, Salzburg is out
even if it's a
because
draw.
Salzburg did not beat. I don't think they did. They beat Pachuca properly.
Salzburg is 1-0. Like, sorry, their
Goal
goal difference
difference.
is 1.
So they are going to go out.
So it
And Real
depends on
Madrid,
that day.
they pumped Pachuca properly, right?
It's actually read the comment again. I'm
So
Mr. Wait, wait,
what
wait.
AB is saying, I get what
Whatever
AB
is
is saying
happening to Rodrigo is
is
political.
political.
Maybe
Maybe they
Madrid
want to
want to
move a
move.
big name player for fun. So they want to sell him
Oh,
for
to
money.
sell a big
Sell him
name
for
player for
money.
funds. Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay, okay. I was
Yes.
confused. I thought you meant he's not a big name player and they want to bring in a big name player. My bad, I misread that. Wait, they want to sell him for funds.
That's it. Maybe
Oh,
Arsenal is interested.
you've been getting people for free. I'm confused, Amy. Like, why would you want to do that? Like, I'm confused in this politics. You got Trent Alexander-Arnold for free. You got Mbappe for free. Yes,
We
maybe
got
you
Rudy
paid
guy for free.
for free. You signed Dean Ferguson for how much? How much is Ferguson go for?
50 million.
50 something million. That's nothing for Madrid. Madrid, you guys have 50 something million. Okay, if you let Rodrigo go on some, you want to move a big name player,
50
sell a
million.
superstar like Rodrigo. How much Rodrigo go for? Nobody's. Do you think people will buy Rodrigo for 100 and something million? I mean, he can easily go for that, but who is going to sign Rodrigo for that amount of money?
It's hard to say. I don't know. No, I don't think it's too expensive actually.
Yeah, Chef is also saying Rodrigo isn't a big name. Vini, Mbappe, Jude, Valverde are all bigger names.
Yeah.
That's why it seems attention isn't on him. Trent has joined too now. Exactly. It's like even Trent will be considered a bigger name, right, than Rodrigo, if you think about it. But
Rodrigo is a decent player.
a very good player. But my
Yes.
problem with it is, even if that's the case, that they do want to sell Rodrigo for money, for how much? How much money are you getting from Rodrigo that you feel you need to sell him though? Because Rodrigo, to me,
Mm.
he should not be going anything. I don't know. Rodrigo can easily be going for 90 something million. He can
Who is
easily go
going
for
to
90
buy
something,
Rodrigo
right?
for 90 something?
Like what AB said, Rodrigo can go for 80 to 100 80 to 100 euros.
It's just like you are selling real estate. You need the people that are able to buy it. Who is going to buy Rodrigo for 80 million?
If you think about who needs Rodrigo in their team, maybe
Think
like
about who needs Rodrigo
it
now.
can't be it can't be Arsenal
Right, as a right winger
Unless
or striker.
unless Rodrigo plays left wing because Saka
No,
is
as
locked in on that right wing.
Arsenal will not pay that amount of money for a left winger and not a natural left winger.
You think Arsenal or Bayern?
I don't. Maybe Bayern. Bayern already has Olise.
He cannot bench
Nah, not
Olise.
Chelsea, bro.
Is he benching Neto? Rodrigo can
We
easily bench
already
Neto now.
have our boy that is coming in
Oh,
from
Estavo,
So we don't need him.
Estavo.
No, we're
Yeah,
not
Chevy,
paying.
Estavo,
We
Estavo,
already have
Estavo.
Estavo that is going to play on that side. So
Ah, so guys, who I don't understand.
there's no
So
buyer
where
for it.
will buy Rodrigo?
You say Chelsea needs a right wing.
They
Rodrigo.
have Neto.
No, but
They have
the
Estavo
guy
coming.
from we have Estavo coming in
Palmeiras.
as a right winger.
From Palmeiras.
Yeah, so yeah, Rodrigo benches everyone. Oh, left wing. We need a left. Can he play left wing? That's the question.
Unless Neto can move to left wing.
No, Neto can play left or right.
So if Neto plays on the left, then Rodrigo can easily come into your team and play on the right.
Okay, if you say.
SSB say, what does Rodrigo do that is elite? I think Rodrigo is very skillful, and I think Rodrigo can
Yeah, he
score.
say I don't see
No,
him
don't do
on that
that. Don't do that. I think Rodrigo is skillful, and I think Rodrigo can score. Right. I think technically he's
I think the
okay.
only thing I see him doing,
He's okay
there's
technically.
the
He's
comment
good.
from
He's
SSB
really
which
good.
I agree on.
What was it?
He talked about out. He said Rodrigo has talents but no
Mm-hmm.
outputs. He said if you want to be real, he's leaving
Oh,
on
the
that
left wing is actually his
position.
favorite position. Oh, it's true. It's actually left wing though. He had to play right wing because of Vinny, right?
Oh, yes,
KB.
yes, yes, yes,
It's
yes,
actually
yes, yes.
left wing.
Oh, then Chelsea might be a buyer.
Maybe
Even Arsenal.
that's right, right?
Even
He's
Arsenal.
actually a left winger, but he played right wing because of Vinny, right? Because there's just no you can't bench
Okay,
Vinny.
no, Rodrigo position. Let me see. I just want to
What's his natural position? He said
let me.
he doesn't have the output for a forward. He can't dictate the midfield. He's not the fastest or biggest.
They put him as a right winger actually. Of
Uh, he doesn't have the yeah. He definitely cannot dictate the midfield. Pace. I think he's okay pace
He
wise.
can take on people. He's
He's
direct.
okay pace
He's
wise.
direct.
And that one I'll give him. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think he's like the slowest winger.
No, no.
He has a very
And
good, he
he's
has a decent
direct.
pace.
He can dribble too.
In terms of output, okay, let's look at stats then. We are talking about output.
Let's see
We
his
have to go
G.
to stats. We have to check his GA. Rod. Let's check his footy stats and see. In terms of last season he played 51 games, 51 appearances. He scored 13 goals. He had 10 assists.
10 assists. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
I don't think that's bad. Like that's
That's
like 20.
45%.
That's 23, right?
Yeah.
GA. The season
What of the
before
season
that,
before?
he scored 20 goals. He had 8 assists,
How many appearances?
60 appearances. He had 28 GA.
That is constant 46. Season before that, one more. Let's just do one
Season
more.
before that, 19 goals, 12 assists,
How many appearances?
66 appearances.
Oh, Kingsley, this guy is consistent. If there's
I don't
anything,
think, yeah, on a
47.
SSB,
He's consistent,
I don't
actually.
think
So
output
he's
is good.
from what we said, he gives you a GA over the last 3 seasons of 25. That's not bad.
I don't think it's bad for a
That's
winger.
not bad.
A
And he
winger
has
scoring
so many
20
assists.
goals.
Yeah.
A winger scoring 20 goals. I don't think it's bad, SSB.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of output, I
Even
don't think his output
15,
is
even
that
15
bad.
on the average for a winger.
Honestly speaking, even if I pull up, I think I kind of know a little bit of Nico's stats. I even
Yeah.
think Nico, in terms of output, Rodrigo gives, if not as the same as Nico or even more than Nico
Okay,
Williams in
let's
terms of
check. Let's
output.
check.
I
Let's check.
test Nico. Nico contributes more towards the build up and like giving the key passes and
And
dribbling
layout too.
people
And
and
layout.
layout. But output, I think Rodrigo has almost as much output as those guys.
Check.
But let's bring up Nico Williams. Nico Williams stats. Let's see. Nico scored 13 goals last season. He had 11 assists.
Oh, not bad. How
And
many?
that's 24, 53 appearances. It's about the
It's the
same.
same. It's the
It's
same.
about the same,
45.
bro.
Yeah.
Like it's about the
Season
same.
before.
Season
Even season
before,
before, yeah.
Nico had 10 goals, 18 assists.
Ooh,
That's
that's a lot.
28, 46
Yeah.
appearances.
In how many appearances?
46.
Ooh, that's 60 something.
But it's
That
not too, I mean, it's not so far
you
off.
want to
I
go one
feel
season more
it's
behind?
not so far off, to be
Okay.
honest. Okay, let's do one more season. That's 22-23 season.
Mm.
Nico had 10 goals, 5 assists
Or maybe it was just
in
coming up. How many?
50 appearances.
Oh, that's 30. Not so much.
On average, if you
Mm.
average
They're
out,
the same.
if you average it out, they are about the same level in terms of output. I don't think Rodrigo is bad.
What of Leah? I feel
You
like
know,
Leah will be the
of course, it's not bad, but like I feel like Rodrigo needs a new team. Like you said, he needs a new team.
yes, 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 yes.
He
It does.
needs to be a starter. I think Rodrigo needs to be starting in a new team.
Yeah.
And I think it would be good. You said what, Liao? Guy, Liao doesn't have much output, bro. For him to be
Check, check.
in
It's AB saying some in Brazil even believe Rodrigo is a better left swing than Vini. Wow. SSB needs a bomb for this, please. He said Leah has the most talent out of the three, but no brain sometimes. I 100% agree.
it's about no brain.
He needs
No,
a bomb for that,
no
please.
brain sometimes. Okay, fair. Liao, I don't know, but Liao is not leaving his club.
What's Leah's stats?
Um, Leao has what, 13 goals, 13 assists
Ooh. How
in
many appearances?
59 appearances.
That's a lot. That's 44.
About the same on average. Last season before,
Mm.
16 goals, 13 assists,
Oh,
56 appearances,
that's 51. One more season.
18 goals, 12 assists.
Leal is not bad in terms of his outputs. He's actually higher than
Yep.
Rodrigo.
62 appearances.
Damn. 48 is a bit higher than Rodrigo.
Yeah, it's a bit higher, but at the end of the day,
That
like, it's
means
close
that means
enough.
Rodrigo, if we are to rank them,
Mm,
Leal is first in terms of GA.
yeah.
Then you talk about Nico Williams, then Rodrigo.
In
These
terms of
ones
outputs,
in terms of
in terms
outputs.
of on average.
Yes. So Rodrigo is actually the least out of all.
But we're comparing top talents, right? We're comparing top players. On average, if you look at him as a player, I
Mm.
think he's pretty decent, in my
He's
own
okay.
opinion.
He's okay.
He's not bad. He
Yeah.
can come into a team and he can do stuff. I think he's good.
What salary is he on? Do you want to check his salary? Because that I can rule Chelsea's zone out. If it's more than 150,
You guys do not sign him.
we're not part of that people to sign him. There's
Why?
no point.
You
There's no
guys are
point.
scared. You guys are broke. You don't want to sign people.
We're not broke. My owners refuse to pay.
You guys are pinching pockets after spending 1 billion on your midfield. Rodrigo's salary. No, it's true now. Rodrigo earns 240.
Ah, Chelsea is
240,
out.
240k.
Chelsea is out.
240k euros per week.
That's how many pounds?
240k euros.
Chelsea is out. Just
200 pounds. Like about
200,000.
206. About 206 pounds.
We're out.
200, like 200. You get what I mean? Like
Yes,
200k.
we're not a potential
Yeah.
buyer. Yes, we're not.
Because you guys cannot even pay.
We're not. Except he will take a pay cut, which I know he's not going to. So
If you can take like, if we guys can pay him like 180. 180.
we can pay 180. I'm sure of that because he's sort of a big name player, right?
Yeah, he is. But anyways, let's see what happens in the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
The Club World Cup. Wait, let me see. You know
So
what I'm
what
missing
Man
as
City is
well?
playing
Alonso
this
is
season, right?
getting more Spanish players in Real Madrid. Asensio, Garcia, Victor. Oh, more Spanish players. Interesting. But will Chelsea make an exception?
Nah, I don't
No.
think so.
Will they make an exception? No. If you compare Sancho and Rodrigo, if I give you that option, who will you choose?
No. Rodrigo, obviously.
Of course, but Rodrigo, Sancho, you don't want to pay him anything. Then it comes to Rodrigo, or even think of Osimhen. Osimhen that was that is it, you
Wanted
say
to
is
pay
world class
Osimhen
talent.
like 150.
He wants to pay him 150. Then talk less of Rodrigo. You guys we need to offer him like 100k or even 80. You guys, man.
We'll tell him, brother, you're just 22. You don't need
You
much money.
guys, you talk about house, we talk about putting the ball at the back of the net, and you can't even pay Osimhen what he deserves. Chelsea are not paying Rodrigo
I
anything.
think Arsenal should sign Rodrigo.
I think so too. On that left
Yeah,
wing,
we should
on that
sign him.
left wing, you talk about imagine
Yeah,
Bukayo Saka, Rodrigo
they are done with Sesko in the middle.
with
Then now you are
Sesko.
serious.
Yeah, with Sesko.
Yeah. Who plays
Okay,
tomorrow?
tomorrow, I guess will be match day 3 of that group stage.
Mm.
We have Seattle Sounders playing PSG. We know PSG. PSG should cook them, of course. Seattle Sounders are out of the competition. We have
Mm.
Atletico Botafogo. Oh my
Ah,
god!
oh,
But this Botafogo, they've been causing a lot of trouble, bro. Like
Havoc.
Botafogo,
They've qualified, right? Or not
most,
yet?
most likely, most likely.
They have 6 points. Mm.
Yeah, but let's see how the last game shapes up, because Atletico and PSG have the same points going into that last
Yes.
game. If they lose badly to Atletico and PSG beat Seattle Sounders
Then
by
they
a
are
lot,
out.
if there's a chance that they
But
may
I
be
don't
out.
think they will lose badly because they are
They
very
most likely will not.
defensive
But
side.
remember when SSB was saying that Botafogo and Atletico Madrid, Simeone might have something for, he might
Oh,
have a
their
response,
tactics. He knows how
because
to use
he
them.
knows how to play South American. But we'll see, we'll see. Maybe SSB might be right. Madrid is a very political club. There might be the mandate given to Alonso to get more Spanish players involved in the first team. Please don't give that Rodrigo. That's a cheat code for Ateta. You
That's
don't
what
want
I'm
Ateta to
saying.
win anything.
That's it.
You don't want Ateta to win anything, bro. You don't want Ateta to win anything. Ateta needs a trophy. We don't know what trophy that will be, but at this point, I know Arsenal fans, if even they win Carabao Cup, they'll be happy. Seattle Sounders, PSG, Atletico Madrid, Botafogo. We also have Porto and Al Hilal playing tomorrow, and
That's
Inter
it.
Miami play Palmeiras.
Ah,
Oh my days.
tomorrow is
That would
Mark
be
II. It's a
that
holiday
would be
year.
a tough
It's a
one.
holiday year.
It would be a tough one.
Wow.
It would
Just
be a
sit
tough,
down now.
I most like if you think, obviously predictions for me
Yeah.
personally going into it, I see PSG beating Seattle Sounders, of course. Atletico Madrid,
I see
Botafogo.
Atletico going home.
I see them drawing this game.
Yes.
I see them drawing
Or
this game.
even losing.
I don't think they'll lose,
Okay, if you
but
say.
I think I see Atletico drawing this game. Porto Al Halil
Porto should win.
is hard to call this game,
Yeah.
because on paper you say Porto should win,
But they
but
are
in
not.
reality Porto might not win.
Yeah.
It's that kind of game. So I don't know. This game, I don't know. It's up in the air. But I might lean more Al Halil win or draw type of thing. I don't know. But Inter Miami Palmeiras,
Oh, Palmeiras would win. I'm sure of that. It's going to be a good watch. But
I don't know. I don't know what Messi is going to do.
the magician is around, so we don't know.
At this point, Messi be scoring free
He
kicks
might
and
come
things. I
with,
don't
he
know what
might
Messi is
come
going
with
to
his
do.
wand again. So
Yeah, Inter Miami Palmeiras is going to be good. It's going to be a good watch.
yeah.
Rodrigo and Saka in the wings. Arsenal will be everyone's second team in the country. Bro, it's going to be nice for them. I mean, if Rodrigo can really go to Arsenal, I don't know. But the way it's looking, Rodrigo might leave this summer. It's looking like if they're not playing him, giving him
More
game
like
time, it might be a situation where he's feeling like I need game time. And if I'm not getting game time, I'm gonna be out.
done.
Anyways, we've gotten to that. Our guy, what's your final thoughts?
Um we kind of said a lot of things, right?
Mhm,
For Pogba, we wish him well. We hope he works out. For
mhm.
transfers, let me start from who did we start from for transfers?
We started from Nico.
Okay. Nico Williams to Barcelona. I think that would go through. Barcelona will
Mhm,
find a way to make it work.
mhm,
Kolomwani to Chelsea.
mhm,
Before I was kind of not happy, but looking at
mhm.
his stats and everything,
And thinking about it more.
better than Jackson. We can afford the salary. Maybe we
Yeah,
should just sign him, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
be done. Yeah, sign him, put him there. Let's see what happens.
Mhm.
Um, Rodrigo needs a new club. It's
Of
clear.
course.
He needs a
Mhm,
club that will treat him well,
mhm.
that would improve him because he's 22.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of improvement and things he could add to his game.
Mhm,
Go to a club like Arsenal. Arteta
mhm,
would improve, and he's Brazilian, anyways.
Yeah.
Arteta would improve him. He's an upgrade on the
From on
person
Martinelli.
I hate so much, Martinelli. Right? He's an upgrade on Martinelli.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If he's considering he needs a serious pay cut,
Mm-hmm.
can think of Chelsea. His agents can think of Chelsea if he loves his football.
That's not happening.
So,
Move on. It's not
and
happening.
for the Club World Cup,
Mm-hmm.
I hope Atletico goes home.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Botafogo PSG go through. In fact, I want Botafogo to win Atletico, so they have
Mm-hmm.
full 9 points.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which is possible.
PSG can meet another big team.
Yeah.
That will make it interesting. That's one. Man City, which other person plays tomorrow? Which other knockouts?
Porto Alalil.
I think Palmeiras will go
Cameras Inter
through.
Miami.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Palmeiras will go through. Probably they will top that group.
Mm.
There's likely they top that group. They play a weaker team, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe they can progress even to the quarterfinals. But we'll
Mm-hmm.
see. All of them are we're just guessing, right?
Yeah.
Prediction.
We're just guessing. We don't know what really happened.
Yeah,
I think Jairo Kwanzaa to Bayer Leverkusen, to me, he has potential. Although you guys don't feel like he doesn't. I feel like I want to see what's to come when he goes there. So I wish him the best. And hopefully maybe we might use that buyback clause, or maybe not. We'll see. When it comes to the Club World Cup, I'm actually looking forward to the Inter Miami Palmeiras game. I
mm,
still feel like Palmeiras would beat Inter Miami. I
yeah,
feel like that would be a good enough challenge for them, because it just feels like the other teams in their group have not been able to do a job that should have been done. And this is time for Palmeiras to really just
they've had 2 wins, right?
hit the nail on the coffin. No, they've had a draw and a
And they
win.
win. Oh
This
yes,
is the time for them to just hit the nail on that coffin and just, really expose Inter Miami. I
yeah,
just wanted to be exposed, and let's just move on. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I mean, the Club World Cup things are heating up. I can't wait for this group stage to just end, and then we move over to, round of 16s and more interesting stuff. But anyways, you guys, 6 p.m. CST every single day. If you've
yeah,
not done so, please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get
yeah,
to 3,000 subscribers. Get us there.
yeah.
We'll let you guys know when the video that we're shooting is out, and you guys on the live will be one of the first guys to find out. But yeah, you guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you,
Enjoy the
AB,
Club World Cup.
SSB, Chevy, Dorcas, everyone that came. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Yeah, bye.